Did you hurt yourself, Carlos? The box.
The Department of Offense. It is not suitable for children.
Oh no, it's not hooked up. Erdinger. Well, Bavaria, I believe, is a subsection of Germany. But I could be wrong. Yes. Is this a Hefeweizen? Huh. It says Oktoberfest on it. What do you... I don't know. I'm going to do a search here. It's an Oktoberfest Weiss beer. So it is a Hefeweizen, but it's Oktoberfesty. I don't know. I got nothing. That's racist, but funny. All right, instead of Twitch, we are on YouTube today. Yeah. You can monitor comments on YouTube. You're not on yet. I know, Carlos.
Am I on?
Yes,
you are.
Now Eric is on.
Casey, you didn't wake
I'm
me
on.
up for the video game show.
So
Your car wasn't here. I figured you were gone, and then I wasn't feeling well anyway, so I went to bed.
I was here.
Oh, okay. I went to bed. I wasn't feeling well. Brrr. Eric, will you please talk into the microphone?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Appreciate.
The following audio was recorded during a meeting of the Department of Offense. It is not suitable for children, the easily offended, or anyone with actual taste. You have been warned.
Jane Goodall motorboating a gorilla's flipping milk. Segways everywhere.
Schmegma.
Ew! Whoa!
I would make a lot of rectangles. I could never do squares right.
We all had to put pants on this week because you're here.
And now it's time for the Department of Offense.
Welcome to episode 85 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me, as always, is Carlos.
What are the odds?
You never know what they'll say.
You never know. And Matt.
Hello.
And Eric.
Hi.
That's right, guys. We're all here. We're doing stuff, making radio and things. So, Carlos, what do you hate this week? I mean,
why
what
do you
have you been
assume
doing
that I hate
this
something?
week?
Do you just assume that I'm nothing but just a little ball of hate?
Yes.
You just think I
Not-
go around hating.
We're not
everything.
far
Not
off.
a
A little ball of hate. A big ball of hate.
Yeah, there's just a lot of unhappiness coming from your direction, Carlos.
Well, I hate your attitude, I guess.
So what have you been up to this week?
I don't know. I've been playing some strategy video games, mainly Shadowrun Returns.
Okay.
That's about been it. I've been thinking about buying some Subway for lunch today. That's about my plans.
I bought some Subway today.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were out of the avocado spread. It was kind of
that
sad.
sounds horrible.
It was.
Too early in the morning for avocado spread.
No, they were just out.
They haven't made it yet.
Yeah, they were too
Yeah.
lazy to make it this morning.
Well,
Did
he
you,
said.
did you try tearing up a little bit? Like
I did. I was
maybe
like,
they had
I really want avocados.
maybe they had a little back behind the counter.
No, he didn't. Or they're just bastards.
That's possible.
I think it's entirely possible.
The head on this beer is really weird.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
we aren't in the beer
yeah.
segment yet, but I just had to say that.
What have you been up to, Matt?
I only worked like one time this week, so I was pretty bored all week.
Did you work last night?
No, I traded with a guy, so I'm working tonight instead of last night.
Carlos, what's wrong?
Why do we have two of these things?
Why don't we have to?
This is
all the wine we drink, you know. We just
Well,
need
but
two.
they have a bottle opener
Yeah,
in
no.
the end.
I just used it.
Carlos, no, Carlos, you're gonna break something.
I'm not gonna break.
I am 78% done with Tomb Raider.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah?
What are you thinking?
I love it, and right now I am waiting to finish it because I'm just doing the fast track thing and going back to old camps and finding all the relics. And
Oh,
stuff.
there you go. Yeah.
So like 4 out of the 8 of them that I've been to, I've got 100% on.
Nice.
It's so much fun.
Congratulations. It's such a good game.
It is
So
fun.
good.
And I love how open it is. Like you can go basically anywhere you want as long as you find a pillar and a place you can stick your
Yeah.
barrel.
I do
Yeah.
just like that. Sometimes the upgrades seem to be a little random.
Yeah, that is very true. Like I could have used this a way long time ago, but now I'm
What?
getting it.
Kill a guy and he drops the part that I need to upgrade a gun and I die. And then when I reload and try to do it again, he doesn't drop it. It's like
Well,
no.
It's based on how many scavenge points and stuff that you've accumulated.
But there's also certain parts you need for.
Yeah, no, but they drop at a certain point. Like
I don't
you
like
get
how
X
random it
amount
is.
of points.
But
So
when
it's not truly random. You get X amount of points, and then it'll drop or be found in a box.
But it doesn't always. Not
I wish
right
they were
down
all
there.
found in boxes, so you had to actually go on a mission to find them instead of
Yeah.
pick them up off pizzas. Pick up your weapon mods off pizza.
I like that plan. We're actually talking about pizza during the show
Open
today.
Open up Domino's, and there's a handgun. Ooh.
Oh,
Only
oh,
in
look-
Texas.
look at that. It's a ventilated slide.
And you know
And
what?
we should order another one, then we can get the clip.
And you know what? It would be better than the Domino's pizza.
Yeah, maybe.
That's not really a maybe.
Fine, Carlos.
Carlos really hates Domino's pizza, like with a fiery passion.
I like that they changed
Every
it.
time I order Domino's, he's like, "Ew, you ordered Domino's?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And he says it just like that too, like a Valley girl.
It tastes
like,
so good now. I like it
my
that they changed
God.
their
Oh,
crust
my
and
God.
everything.
Oh my God, you have Domino's.
Like- Duh.
duh.
Like you could have made a much better choice.
Yeah, he criticizes my
What
choice.
what other choice could have you made?
Pizza Hut.
No, just ordered from one of the local.
Yeah,
pizza
but what if
places.
all right, you don't want to talk to somebody, and it's 1 a.m. and you're drunk.
That's usually the thing. Or it's like 5 in the afternoon and I didn't have a cell phone. So
Or it's before 4, and you really want pizza.
Well, you could go get some frozen pizza
What if you're drunk?
at 4 in the afternoon.
it happens.
It's
It's
not
plausible.
completely unheard of
true.
around here,
It's not, I
Carlos.
suppose.
I mean, it's before noon and we're drinking beer.
But I suppose you're still. But the thing is, you're still eating Domino's pizza, and just no. Avoid that at all.
Well,
costs.
I'd like to announce our new sponsor on the show, Domino.
Oh, now you tell me.
When you really want to piss off Carlos, eat Domino's.
No, I just mainly don't like. I'm just against Domino's mainly because they changed their wings.
Oh, that's right.
So they're basically inedible.
They have a new chicken thing.
Yeah, I bet they're saying that.
No, they do have a new chicken thing. I ordered it the other day because I was drunk
Is it
and
like
it was
a
before
cheesy
4.
nugget or something? Is that what it is?
No, it's chicken drizzled in a thing. Like they have different sauces and stuff.
Drizzled in a thing.
I got like jalapeno pineapple or something. Oh, it was really good.
That's interesting.
I don't know, something with pineapple and something spicy.
You see, I don't like the fact that you were really drunk at the time, so I
What?
don't know how much I would take your.
Well, don't worry. He doesn't eat anything besides buffalo sauce, so you can't.
There
talk
is
about
that. There is that. Carlos would eat his own mother if she was doused in
Smothered in
butter sauce.
That's the
You
only
Ferengi
eat chicken.
bastard.
That's the chicken's the only thing you can eat with buffalo sauce.
Why? Why not pork? Or
That's
long
disgusting. And no long pig.
pig? Just not in buffalo sauce. What about barbecue sauce?
No.
What about steak sauce?
Is it A1?
Yes.
Maybe.
Carlos will eat people if
they
they're
have
smothered in
A1.
A1.
If they're cooked properly.
How do you cook a person properly, Carlos?
I don't know.
Wait, I don't want to go down this road.
I don't think
really
you want to
don't.
go medium rare or medium. I think you want to be like medium well, kind of.
Well, well, yeah, probably.
Otherwise, I think it'd be kind of chewy unless it's a certain part that's not chewy.
You know, I haven't watched the Hannibal TV show, so I don't have any pointers to hand out.
Hey, I've heard it's the best meat ever.
Yeah, I think people probably is best like you have to eat like probably like the ribs, the brain, of course. You know, Hannibal Lecter, he ate the brain. I don't think you can eat
The organ
legs.
meat, I don't think would be.
Yeah,
so too-
organ.
I mean,
meat.
our
Oh, like
organs wouldn't.
livers-
Our
livers
livers
and
would be
kidneys?
terrible.
Yeah.
You know,
that'd be
I don't
gross.
think that people nowadays eat healthy enough where
Yeah,
they would
right.
actually taste very good.
Well, no, that just means you got more fat on you.
No, yeah, I feel like they'd be very tender.
Like, I know that I have enough preservatives in my bloodstream where I'm pretty
Carlos-
sure that they would keel over and die.
Carlos would taste like beef jerky if you ate him.
No,
Same texture.
just
and everything.
preservatives.
Beef jerky with a hint of buffalo sauce.
Yeah. Beef jerky flavored buffalo sauce is what he would taste like.
I do like those Slim Jims.
So, Eric, what have you
evil.
been up to?
Well, this week I decided to join Carlos's war against trees.
Oh,
Well, I've been doing a lot of walking lately, and trees like are all in the middle of the sidewalk and everything, like their little leaves and their branches. And I'm a tall guy, I'm 6'2", and I have to duck under every single one of these trees. They never get out of my way. Like I'm being the nice guy, you know, like I
this
move.
is a weird complaint.
And it's like
Yeah.
the tree needs to move, you know?
No.
Like, come on, show some compassion.
No.
tree.
What? Why does the tree have to move?
Because it's in the way. It's
No.
polite. This
No.
is America.
Are you talking about bushes?
No, I'm talking about trees.
Are you
What
ta-
trees that you
The
walk?
trees that hang over the sidewalk with their little spindly
They were here
branches.
first.
How do you know?
Because I guarantee that tree is older than you.
It probably is, but that tree should know
Respect your
better.
elders,
That
Eric.
tree should respect his youngsters.
No.
Yeah.
Respect your elders.
No,
No,
respect-
guys, I guess you want to know what
Wait
I
till the
think?
ants get you.
I think that Eric is a tree hater poser.
No, no, I've genuinely started to hate these trees.
Don't you want people on your side, Carlos? Though.
I don't want posers.
You know what it's like when you walk down the street and a tree is just in your way. You know what it's like. You have to
No,
duck.
I
No,
don't
no,
know what
I-
that's like.
I don't really have. They're not going to move.
They
and-
should. That's what I'm saying.
They're not going to move in my way. I'm saying.
How do you expect the tree to move?
I don't care how it moves. It just needs to.
Why don't you just start bringing a chainsaw or a shears and make it
If I
move?
was walking down the street with a chainsaw, I'd probably get in trouble.
Probably.
That's why you bring a shears.
I'd probably get in trouble with those two, knowing like this post 9/11 society.
Especially, well, probably because you're like damaging other people's property technically, since you're chopping down
yeah,
the
right,
during the
right.
trees.
Yeah, I don't want to get. In
Maybe
trouble.
you should file a complaint with City Hall.
That would
I
actually
probably
work.
should.
That would work.
I should probably be like, yo, y'all need to trim your trees because they're in my way, and I almost hit my head on them all the time.
And they would be like, hey, why don't you move a foot to the right?
I'd be like, because there ain't no sidewalk.
Then I'd be breaking
Why don't
property.
why don't you widen the sidewalk by a foot, City Hall?
Because then the tree would be in the way of the sidewalk.
It's in the way of the sidewalk right now. What's the difference?
Poser.
I'm on the tree side.
I hate trees.
Poser. I have been doing nothing but work this week. Oh, go ahead, Carlos.
Oh, I was gonna say like he doesn't have to suffer with the trees trying to slowly suffocate him with pollen.
There is that. There is that.
There is that. Yes.
I have more of a reason to hate trees at the moment because I have had the worst allergies this week. But then I bought supercharged allergy medication.
Yep.
And so I'm good for the most part.
For the most part.
So the trees and I we're at a truce.
So yeah, go on, Casey.
Yeah, I haven't done this much this week except work, and I don't know. It's been rainy all week. Why has it been so rainy?
Bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Except I slept really well listening to the rainfall. It was nice last night.
Gay.
Actually, that sounds fantastic. I wish I was able to sleep like that.
You can't sleep, Carlos. You're not allowed.
But actually, mainly when I've been trying to sleep, they've been doing road construction.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
not
right
road,
outside.
Just the power lines.
Whatever they're doing.
Oh yeah.
It's bullshit.
Have we lost power yet? We were supposed to lose power, weren't we?
Right in the middle of the show.
It hasn't happened yet.
Aww.
To my knowledge.
Don't
I don't-
jinx it.
I don't know how sad I would be.
Well, it's a Saturday, so maybe they aren't out today.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
But I would be really sad if our power went out right in the middle of the show, because we would lose the recording. Well, we probably wouldn't. It would do the autosave thing. Remember that time? I think it was New Year's when you unplugged the computer before we had a chance to save the recording.
No, I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, you do.
At least it's saved.
It was like show 8 or 9. No, it was 9 because 8.5. Or no, it was 8.5 because 8 was alien noises.
Yeah.
Alien noises.
It was a bad show. All right, let's talk about this beer that we all have in our glass that we've been tasting. So I was in an Oktoberfest mood. So I went to Divine, and they had this wall of Oktoberfest.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, this one's from Germany, so let's grab that one. And apparently it's a Hefeweizen, not your, the traditional Vienna lager or whatever you get for an Oktoberfest. So it's a little different. What do you guys think?
Initially, it tastes almost like a cider, and then the sourness or anything of a cider just goes away, and you got like a beer, and it's weird, and I don't know about it.
I suppose I should. It's a 5.7% Hefeweizen from Erdinger Weissbier. It is brewed in Germany, and it says that it follows the Reinheitsgebot, which is good because it's brewed in Germany. And for those of you who don't know, the Reinheitsgebot is the German beer purity laws that say the only things you can put in your beer are yeast, hops, and grain and water.
That's the only thing.
It's very light.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not what I was expecting it was going to be whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But doesn't it seem like it should be like a cider? If they like brought out a sourness to it more, it'd be like, or sweetness.
Yeah, it seems a little thin.
Yeah.
I don't know if cider is the word I would, but I can definitely see what you're saying with the cider note.
And I really hate this bottle they have here, like those stupid ass balloons that are everywhere on this thing, and how
What?
happy it is.
Oh, you mean the label?
Yeah.
But they look so happy.
Yeah, but it's like when I
And
think
he's
of
wearing
Oktoberfest
Lederhosen.
in Germany.
I'm with Matt. I hate it when other people are happy. And these balloons is bullshit.
And the blue sky in the background with the grass
It's the
going
worst.
around it. It's the worst.
It's the worst.
When I think of Oktoberfest in Germany, I think of like dirty and white and like
Why dirty?
because it's a dirty fucking place.
Look at these people. They have
Germany's
like
a dirty place?
Well, no, that's inside this humongous tent with hundreds of
Oh.
people, beer spilt everywhere, dirty floor.
these people are just smiling with
This
these
is too
clean
happy.
white shirts. Just insane.
And that art on there. Look at those faces.
I have to agree that whoever drew this people is pretty bad. It's just ugly.
Let's see you try.
I will, and I'll do a better one.
Nope.
No,
I think we could have done a better
I think
thing
so.
for this. This
Should we make an alternate label?
We
Yeah.
should make an alternate.
and I mean, what the hell font is that Oktoberfest font?
That is Squiggles.
That's just the general Oktoberfest.
that's called the John Hancock signature font.
Yeah. Doesn't fit. Nothing fits there.
All right,
And
Carlos.
they spelled October wrong too.
No, God damn it! Fuck you, Carlos.
What's up with the grass?
All right, Carlos. What do you think of the beer? Not the bottle, the beer.
I actually don't care for it. But I suppose maybe it might be because of maybe that's how it like it's brewed in Bavaria, Germany. Maybe that's just more of how their style. But I think I know last time you brewed Oktoberfest, I remember I liked that one.
I don't think I've ever brewed an Oktoberfest.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I did a Hefeweizen.
Oh. Well, last time I had an Oktoberfest, then I liked that one a lot better than this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Eric?
It's okay. It's nice and crisp and refreshing. I think it could use a little bit of being Oktoberfest, quote unquote. Should be a little maltier, but other than that, it's okay.
Yeah. So my big issue is this is not an Oktoberfest beer.
Yeah.
This
No, yeah.
is a Hefeweizen that
In the
is
guise of
masquerading
Oktoberfest, yes.
under the Oktoberfest name, and it really irritates me because an Oktoberfest is a lager, so it has that nice, crisp, clean lager character.
And when you think of Erdinger, you think of like a Pilsner lager type beer that they always
Yeah.
make. So it's really weird.
There's probably like some German like couple German guys at Erdinger that are like laughing right now, like, haha, stupid Americans don't know this is not Oktoberfest beer, ha ha ha. And, you know, because they labeled it Oktoberfest.
They're French Germans.
Yes, they're French Germans. They say, ha ha ha. Ho 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 ha ha ha.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
What did Beer Advocate say?
They gave it an 82, which seems a little high. But it could just be because I'm really disappointed that it's not an Oktoberfest. So that could be why I'm rating it low. And it could be the boat trip messed with the beer. But it seems thin and cidery, like Matt was saying, where there's just this character that seems off, and I can't really put my finger on it.
I mean, yeah, even with the Hefeweizen, you don't get that kind of cidery
Well,
flavor.
and the head dissipated way too fast for this style of beer.
That was really weird how it actually looked like, you know, when you
It was
take
lumpy.
out of a keg and then you like wipe your nose some sweat and do that.
Yeah.
It's like, whoop.
Yeah, it was lumpy. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, it seems like it might be like an infected batch or something, or just something's wonky. Because yeah, it definitely tastes. In fact, the more I drink of it, the more I taste some sort of infection.
You're blaming them. They're infected.
They're infected.
Might be.
Infected.
I can see kind of what you're talking about.
Yeah. There's something that's just not quite right.
Or maybe that's the specific style of that they're going with. I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't taste like any style I've had, but I haven't had everything. So.
That's true.
Oh, look at that! It's news time.
It is?
And now the Department of Defense
Oh,
presents news with Casey.
Passengers aboard United Flight 1462 from Newark to Denver got a surprise stop in Chicago because a couple of passengers just couldn't get along. The fight started when the male passenger seated in a middle seat used a knee defender, a device that attaches to the tray table to prevent the seat in front of you from reclining.
Yep.
The woman in front of him was quite irate that she wasn't able to recline, and when the flight attendant asked him to remove the device, he refused. The woman then stood up and threw a glass of water at him.
Cool.
That is when they decided to land the plane in Chicago. The dueling passengers were made to disembark, and the rest of the flight went off without a hitch. So, let's talk about airplane etiquette for a moment. So you're in coach, you know, economy class. You have no room, really, in front of you.
Yeah.
Just absolutely nothing. And then some asshole reclines their seat.
Well, if they weren't supposed to recline, then they wouldn't have that feature. Just saying. If they don't want that to happen, maybe you shouldn't have.
You all, I think you all paid for your own seats. You can recline if you want to
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah, but that
It's my
doesn't help
airplane
your
seat. I can recline if I want to.
your leg room.
yeah,
Like-
it fucking sucks, but they paid for the seat.
Yeah.
You paid
Yeah.
for your seat. You can recline.
Well, there's some airlines that remove the reclining feature.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Spirit does, and
The last time I was on
Ah.
a Delta flight, they didn't have reclining seats.
Like
Were you just
honestly,
in,
they should
exit row or something.
No,
like they should
they
still.
just don't have them.
I would think that the way to
Or
do it
didn't.
would still have the reclining feature, but just not have it go back as far.
yeah, have it stop.
But you know, if somebody wants to recline, they should still be able to recline.
Even if it like rams into the knees of the extremely tall person behind
Look,
them.
you're gonna be sitting down for ages, and sometimes like sitting straight up is not very comfortable. So, granted, like even that's gonna suck for them.
This
with
is
their
coming
knees,
from a
but,
really, really tall guy.
I know.
too.
I don't know. I'm anti-reclining on airplanes.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
usually don't do it.
I like yeah. You can go like maybe an inch or so.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just a couple of inches to give you a slight incline, but don't try to lay down in a fucking airplane.
No, you're not gonna. But the thing is, like, she couldn't do anything at all because he deployed that.
He deployed his device,
Yeah,
his knee defender.
and he wouldn't take it out. So,
I think I would be more pissed that somebody had a device to keep me from reclining my
Yeah.
chair.
Yeah.
More so than the fact that somebody reclined their chair. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. Like stopping you from doing it, even if you didn't care, sucks.
It's like when the government threatens to take away your guns and you don't have any guns.
yeah,
you get
but
angry.
you're still like,
You're like, hey, wait a second.
This is America.
I wasn't gonna recline, but now that you told me I can't recline, I want to.
Exactly.
they're trying to get rid of our bubblegum flavored explosive ammunition. What? No.
I don't know. I'm on the side of don't recline because it's a dick thing to do. But don't have a device, I guess.
Yeah.
It's dickier to have the device.
I disagree. I think it's dickier to not regard the people behind you and recline all the way.
I've never
Well, but
gotten my
she
knees
didn't-
hurt, so I
But we didn't hear that she reclined all the way because she couldn't recline at all.
Yes, we didn't have the opportunity.
I agree that reclining all the way is a dick move, but
At the same time, both of these people were assholes. Like,
Well, they
Carlos,
diverted
when
an entire
the
plane.
seat reclines, does it hit your knees?
I haven't flown a flight for a while, but it probably would.
Oh no, I got long ass legs and it's never bothered me.
Yeah, I've been perfectly fine.
Of course, like I also sit, like I kind of slide down a little bit.
I always paid the extra money for the economy plus with the extra
Exit-
leg room.
Or the exit row
the
too.
exit row, yeah.
That would be probably far better than have your feet caught.
Yes. Yes. And I will totally help those people off the exit row as long as they can follow me out the door.
And I mean, that space up in front there is for your bag. So I mean, if you don't have a bag there, then you just put
Yeah,
your
you
feet
put
right
your feet
underneath
there.
there, and you're perfectly fine.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
That guy's just a douchebag.
Yeah.
everyone in the story is a douchebag.
Yeah,
the lady's a douchebag for throwing water and
Yeah,
making a
that's true.
fit.
The pilots are douchebags for not just saying, "Hey, separate them," and then we'll
They
continue. our
have
flight.
they have to do certain things.
Yeah.
And he probably pulled
I'm
the
pretty
thing.
sure it was the air marshals who were like, "Hey, we're diverting this."
I guess that's true.
He
Right?
probably pulled the thing. Well, this is my space, so I paid for the space, but also she paid for that chair, and so you can't just be like, douche.
Their douchiness cancels each other out.
Yeah. But you got to think of it this way: the people sitting next to them, because they were sitting in the middle, the people sitting next to them on either side loved it.
Yeah, right.
No,
yeah.
I would have been egging them on.
Yeah.
been like-
Hey, get kicked off! Get kicked off! Look at all of this room now.
No, I would think that absolutely everybody else on that flight would be pissed off because now they have to sit down in economy seating for even longer.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
those four people got extra room.
No, it doesn't. That's not really how it works.
Think of the
What-
shame.
how-
as
what do you
you're
mean
They
they
getting
don't magically
escorted
get
off.
more room.
Yes, they do. Those.
Oh,
those-
so those people are gone. So now everybody has more leg room.
No,
it
the
doesn't work.
four
that way.
people next to them have more elbow room.
I always loved having an extra seat next to me. Then, like, if it's in the middle, then you just split up. Or if
Yeah, you
you're-
could set your bag there instead of on the floor.
Yeah, then
and
you put your
have
shit
more
there,
room on your.
And this
the floor.
added at least another 2.5 hours onto their flight.
And then also,
At
if
least.
it's like a flight from Japan, you get 2 meals on the flight. So then, if you don't want to have everything right there while you're waiting for the bitches to come, then you just go sit in that chair. It's fine.
Did you just call the flight
Yes, I did.
attendants bitches?
I did not mean to.
Well,
wow.
they are at your beck and call. So
I'm just picturing Matt on the airplane. Hey, bitches!
yeah, pushing the button.
Where is
This is
the
the
bitches
bitches
button?
light. This is the bitches light.
I can't see it labeled. Hey, you next to me.
So
Where's the
instead of a
bitches
bar
button?
wench, you can call her a flight wench.
No, she's a flight bitch, apparently.
A flight bitch.
Flight bitch!
I think
Actually,
we just came up with a new term, flight bitch.
that'd be pretty awesome.
We just have to wait for a rapper to use
And
that.
now we're gonna
attendants
have
were-
like the
Exactly.
whole union against
You know,
our
if
show.
the attendants were dressed up in like Oktoberfest
We're going to Germany.
Yay!
with the giant mugs of beer, that'd be awesome.
That'd be kick-ass flight. I want
That'd be the
on that.
best flight ever.
I would be very happy on that flight.
Yeah, especially if you didn't have to pay $18 for one of those beers, like you do on every other flight.
It's not 18.
Oh well, I might be exaggerating.
Stop
a bit.
exaggerating.
Okay, like $6 for like a Budweiser, but still.
I guess that's what you'll pay for a beer really anywhere.
Budweiser. Ugh.
What's next on the news?
Dunedin, Florida resident Doug Wilkie, age 61, is fighting to get authorities to shut down his neighbor's business because it's disrupting the neighborhood. The business is a lemonade stand run by 12-year-old DJ Guerrero. His stand usually sees between 10 and 30 customers a day, and the other neighbors seem to be fine with the situation. But Wilkie is worried about his property values dropping because he built in a residential area, not a business area.
That's hilarious.
Wilkie's plans backfired when a local news crew did a story on the situation, and hundreds of people came to the stand. Guerrero made over $600 in 2 hours.
Wow.
Even the mayor came to get some of his lemonade. Oh, Wilkie, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
That's fantastic though for the kid.
It was probably some sort of ruse.
But was he really 12?
Yeah.
He was 12 and he had, or was it a guy or a girl? I don't
The
know.
guy.
He's 12 years old and he's running a lemonade stand. He's too old for that.
Why is he too old for that? He just made $600.
He's not legally allowed to work anything else, so he might as well run a
No,
lemonade
but
stand.
you're still. That's something for smaller kids.
Sounds
you're
like
12.
Carlos would be pissed.
Carlos,
if a
why
kid
are you
built a
why are
lemonade
you
stand.
Doug Wilkie?
Yeah, why are you Doug Wilkie?
Look,
Doug
I'm
Wilkie.
just saying that.
Doug Wilkie.
I'm just saying that
Doug
if you're 12,
Wilkie.
maybe a lemonade stand is like something that's.
What should he do for extra cash?
I don't care. Mow lawns.
But he can't have a lemonade stand. You don't care what he does as long as it is.
Doug
Wait a
Wilkie.
second, Carlos.
Doug
Are
Wilkie.
these older children taking away jobs from younger children?
Yes. Yes, they are. I'm glad you asked.
Oh man, we should get some legislation in here to stop that.
Think about his poor 8-year-old brother.
The 8-year-old unemployment rate is too damn high.
I know.
A Massachusetts man is in a bit of trouble with the courts after he painted his Maserati to look like Barricade from the Transformers. For those of you who don't know, Barricade is a Decepticon cop car. The paint job included a police-style shield on the doors and slogan that says, Decepticons, punish and enslave, and other decals. His lawyer says that they had contacted the department before doing the paint job, and the department said it was okay.
Yeah.
But now that they see it, they're like, hang on a second. So he has to go to the judge and be like, hey, whoa, they said it was okay. So I don't. It's a really cool looking car,
I've seen that one. It is pretty badass looking. It's a nice Maserati, that's for sure.
right? And he hasn't like tried to do any police things.
Yeah,
with
it's
it,
not like
so
he's got sirens
not.
or
Yeah.
something. Sounds like the police are just being a Doug Wilkie.
Oh, Doug Wilkie.
It'd be pretty cool.
Pulling a Doug.
Speaking of fake cop cars, it'd be pretty cool to have like one of those older cop cars, like from like the 80s or whatever.
Like a
And
Crown
they just
Vic.
dress up like an 80s guy. Just pretend that you're like an 80s cop TV show all the time.
Or like
That'd be
in Turner and
fantastic.
Hooch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then you could like have a dog as a sidekick in your that'd be great.
I'm on board with this idea, Carlos.
I'm Matthias, and this is Lucifer.
I like it. A British man was fined after he texted his girlfriend and told her that he had been kidnapped over a debt of about £40. He told the lie so that he could stay out partying. Being a good, concerned girlfriend, she called the police to let them know that he had been kidnapped. The police then checked CC footage near his home and business and arrested his best friend for the kidnapping.
Oh, man.
The friend was released when the man confessed to the entire thing.
That's silly.
Like, let's think this through.
What do some fellas think sometimes? Like, I just don't you tell your girlfriend you got kidnapped for? Just say, babe, I'm staying out. Suck it.
No, then
Go to
she'll be
bed.
mad.
So?
If
Girls
you-
get mad at everything anyway.
Yeah, but if you're kidnapped, she can't get mad.
Yes, she can get worried and call the cops.
She can get worried, but she can't get
He
mad.
was clearly drunk
But
when he came up with
Because
this
if
plan.
she gets mad because you get kidnapped, she's a bitch.
That's very true. That's very true.
New Zealand scientists have published the results of what could possibly be the most important study ever conducted.
Oh.
The study, titled Quantification of Pizza Baking Properties of Different Cheeses and Their Correlation with Cheese Functionality, has finally revealed what the best pizza cheese is.
Oh, this is very important.
If they're from Wisconsin, this is a legitimate article. But if they're not from Wisconsin,
They're from New Zealand.
Oh nope, it's not legitimate.
well,
Can't
no,
talk
there's
about it.
lots of different places where pizza's very serious business.
Yeah, but
Like Chicago.
you need, if it's talking about cheese, you gotta have Wisconsin people in there.
Okay. Well, they tested mozzarella, cheddar, Colby.
Who the fuck puts
eat
cheddar
'em.
on pizza?
You've never put cheddar cheese on your pizza?
Hell no. Who puts anything but mozzarella or Parmesan on pizza?
Well, it's mozzarella because
It's
this is
mozzarella.
America. Shut the fuck up, foreigner.
Yeah, but who
And-
puts cheddar on pizza? Not even pizza.
I've put all of the cheeses on my pizza.
Pepper
Oh,
jack?
What?
You put pepper jack on your
Yeah,
pizza?
you
That'd
haven't
be
put
good.
pepper jack on your pizza?
No.
It's good.
That'd be good.
Yeah, it's another spice on your pizza. Who wouldn't like that? Anyway, they did Amento, Gruyere, and Provolone to try to find out which one had the best blistering and browning properties. They found that while provolone came close, mozzarella took home the gold,
Oh,
which
of
isn't
course.
terribly surprising.
Why they put mozzarella on pizza?
However, they built the test on what the average American pizza is supposed to look like. You know, the cheese pizza, red sauce, like that. So I believe the game was rigged.
Do you think it was rigged in favor of mozzarella?
No, well, yeah, because that's what the traditional pizza looks like. But pizza is such a much broader category. Like, we've all had better pizzas than your traditional, like a Greek pizza with feta,
Ah, yes.
or a pizza with cheddar
Isn't there
cheese
still
on it.
mozzarella
I
on?
just don't see the cheddar, though.
What?
Just don't see the cheddar.
It's good. Melted cheddar cheese is good.
You
Yeah,
should
it's
make a
tasty.
pizza with cheese curds on it.
I've done that, and it's good.
That's a lot of cheese curds.
No, you don't. You don't put like the entire like.
Why not? Why don't
I
you
guess-
just
I
put
guess you
all the
could.
cheese curds on there?
You could.
Because cheese curds melt funny. They melt in blobs,
Yeah.
and so if you put them on there, you're gonna get big blobs of cheese that'll just pull everything off.
So we're supposed to
I
cut
don't
them up
see the
first?
problem.
You could do that, or what
Use it as
we
a
usually do
topping.
is we put 2 or 3 per piece.
Mm.
Yeah.
I want some cheese curds now.
Okay. Well, this kind of drives us into the discussion, which I thought would be fun. I think we should figure out what is the best, quote unquote, best pizza, and so we're gonna go down like type of crust, type of sauce, until we get to the pizza that, using all of these things, would be the best pizza.
God tier pizza.
What is God tier pizza?
Are
That's
we
the best pizza ever. That's a pizza God would eat.
are we picking like a certain area or something, or like because if you're in Chicago, then wouldn't you want like Chicago style deep dish?
We're
or, like...
we're going from our personal experience because we're the only people that matter.
Okay.
And that's what our listeners think. So let's start with crust. Matt, what is your favorite crust?
I really love Steve's because it's hand tossed, but then also I do love like pan crust at like Pizza Hut and Domino's because it has that nice little crispy layer to it. But if I'm gonna choose one, it'd have to be hand tossed.
Hand tossed?
I'd have to, once upon a time I used to like the thick crust stuff, and I remember when I was a kid and
Oh,
they
stuffed crust.
first rolled out the super deep dish at Domino's. I was like, oh, that sounds awesome.
When it's like a loaf of bread with pizza toppings
Or-
on it.
and there was like actual like slices of tomatoes in there, and like
Yeah.
that was so filling. But actually, I'd have to go with hand tossed because I don't know, I just prefer it, and
Okay.
also it looks pretty badass when they make it.
Yeah, especially watching them make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric?
I also would have to say hand toss.
Hand tossed?
There ain't no doubt about it.
What if we stuffed hand tossed?
Awesome.
That'd be really cool.
Right?
Okay, well, yeah, I'll nominate stuffed hand tossed pizza.
Stuffed hand
Can you
tossed.
do stuffed hand toss?
I don't see why not. You
Yeah.
could just roll cheese and like
Well,
it'll have a thicker
Yeah, you
crust.
just have to make like an extra large hand.
Yeah,
toss.
that's how they do it. They just
I just
roll
fold the
and then
crust
roll-
over the
yep,
cheese.
roll it up.
Of,
That
like,
might,
cheese sticks.
Wouldn't that throw off the balance when they spin it?
No, that
you
you
do
that
it at the end.
afterwards.
You do it after you spin it.
I don't know.
You're done with the spinning. Like, don't throw it up during the entire baking process.
I'll be honest, I'm not really a big fan of the cheese stuffed crust because I like the actual because after there's so much cheese on the pizza already. Sometimes you just want like some breadstick that's built
Wait
into
a
the
second,
pizza.
Carlos. What if we put chicken in the stuffed crust?
No,
Like chicken wings.
no, that
No.
sounds disgusting.
I think that sounds awesome.
I think that sounds pretty awesome too.
Nope. Nope.
Boneless
That's not
chicken
right.
wings.
Ooh, jalapeno?
No.
Nope. You'd need like a deep fried thing for jalapeno.
You see what I like about crust is like it's kind of like a little breadstick right there. That's part of the pizza.
I don't know. But see, not if you have a hand like I guess I like thin and crispy. Like the thinner the crust, the better for me.
Yeah.
I want something thin, crispy. Like Steve's is pretty perfect.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like then there's not. I guess there's not a whole lot of crust there.
Yeah.
So your breadstick theory is kaput.
Well, you got this they're smaller breadsticks. I agree. Yeah, but they're still there.
Unless, okay, well let's. So we have
crust last.
we have all right. So we'll just go hand tossed. Hand tossed
All right.
crust. All right, not stuffed with anything. Just your basic hand tossed crust. And before we go any farther,
We're pretty basic here.
right? I guess. Are we talking squares or triangles?
If you hand toss a pizza, it's got to be triangles.
I
think.
disagree.
I think it's got to be triangles.
It really depends. Like honestly, it doesn't change too much.
It changes a lot because if you do squares, you have all of the edge pieces with all of the crust, and then you have all the sloppy middle pieces that don't have anything to grab onto.
What? No, really, the only difference is do you have to eat with a fork?
You don't have to eat any of them with the fork.
You don't have to eat any of them.
Well,
with a
actually,
fork.
I prefer eating it with when it's like really hot. It helps.
Well, if it's
keep
really
it
hot,
together.
you just wait for a little
You
bit.
wait a bit.
Or you
Carlos,
guys- no.
Carlos can't wait.
I'm not a fan of waiting.
Carlos would rather burn his mouth on pepperoni pizza than wait.
See,
Yes,
I feel
that's,
like
true.
there's a lot more to a pizza when it's cut into squares, but I do like triangle shapes.
Honestly, it really depends on how you're feeling. at
Like
the
if you
time.
have a group of
We're talking about the perfect pizza.
If
It's
we have
cut
a-
the same way every
Okay.
time.
if we have a group of like 6 people, then you most likely want squares because you can get way more out of a
it,
pizza
yeah.
than if you have them cut into
Question:
triangles.
Is there garlic butter dipping sauce?
If you want some,
Okay, it's got to be triangles then.
No, there's no garlic butter dipping sauce. Who
Okay.
needs garlic butter dipping sauce with a hand tossed thin
I
crust
do.
pizza?
You eat the end crust piece with your garlic butter sauce?
No, there
It's
is no end
delicious.
crust piece.
Well, no. If there's hand tossed pizza, there's end crust piece.
No, we're talking about like Steve style.
there's
Thin-
a crust on there.
Very, very little.
There's a crust.
Well, Steve style, yeah. Well, there's not enough crust for garlic butter. but I'm
Exactly.
saying, if you get like a regular, people pizza,
No, but that's
Papa
too
John's
thick.
style.
I think that's too thick.
Or Luigi's. Luigi's says it's thick, but it's thin at the same time. They have a good crust on there.
When
I've had
I used
Luigi's,
I
yeah.
used to just never understood the square shaped, but like nowadays I think I prefer square shaped.
I don't know. I really like triangles.
Yeah, but like for a pizza like that, for a thinner crust.
Yeah, no, for a thinner crust, you have to do it because they don't have the structural support
Yeah.
to handle.
And then you
a-
eat all the crust pieces, and then you're like, ooh, maybe I don't really need any more, and I can save this for another time.
Oh, see, my strategy is I just go by half, by
okay.
rows, and then I get to the halfway mark, and I'm like, I should stop eating this pizza. Nope.
That's how the debate goes. Yes.
All right, so I guess do we decide on squares? Is that where we are?
I mean, it doesn't really matter, so we can go with squares.
Okay. Well, it matters
Well, I mean, it
because
doesn't
I
matter.
mean,
I'm saying it doesn't matter to me.
oh, okay,
It's
okay.
like whatever.
So we're squares.
As long as it's pizza.
Type of sauce. Now you have your traditional marinaras, you have your Alfredos, you have your the ones that don't do any sauce. They just do like a garlic butter thing.
Ooh, the delights at Papa.
Yeah.
At Papa Murphy's.
Yeah.
Oh, with the chicken and the sun-dried tomatoes and basil. Oh, that's good.
So where are we falling on the sauce?
What's wrong with regular tomato sauce?
It really limits your options of the things that you can put on the
See,
pizza.
there's
But you
so
know,
many
when I
different
want a
kinds of
pizza,
marinara
that's what I want.
sauces.
Actually, I disagree. If you're going with like one of those white sauces, that limits what you can put on it.
Yeah, it does.
But if you have marinara, tomatoes go with everything. So,
I guess, but there's so many bad marinaras out there.
well, but if we're making the perfect pizza, then our
This is
marinara
true.
would be perfect.
Yeah.
Well, then what's the perfect marinara? If we're gonna go with a red sauce, what's the perfect marinara?
I
The
think,
perfect amount of garlic in there. and-
Garlic, basil, thyme,
and
red wine.
I think it should be like a little bit of a meat sauce almost, like a very thinly sliced, not sliced, but ground up meat, like sausage.
You know, I could
think
go
that'd
for
be
that
really
too.
good.
I don't know.
And then little chunks of tomato.
But you know, I
it'd be
don't
perfect.
think I definitely for the chunks of tomato, but I don't think that they would do the chunks of meat in there just because there's a lot of people.
Yeah,
that prefer
yeah.
vegetarian.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
But
and
this is our
I
pizza?
think I think just a little bit of heat. That sauce needs to
Yeah,
just have a
red
little
pepper.
bit of heat to it.
Yeah, a little
Sweet
red pepper.
heat, sweet heat.
Yeah, but not too sweet. Like I've had pizza sauces that are like drinking juice.
Oh, you don't want
Yeah,
too much.
not
yeah,
too
it's
sweet.
too sweet.
But yeah, I could definitely go for like just a little bit of heat in there, just a little bit of a spice,
Okay. All right. So we
but not
have-
too much because there's a lot of people that just don't have that much of a taste for.
Yeah, but we're talking
spices.
about our
Yeah.
perfect pizza.
That's true.
And so some spice. I'm not sure on the meat thing because there could be enough meat on the pizza itself. You don't
Yeah.
want to take away from that.
See, I only like 1 or 2 meats on my pizza.
Well, that is where we're getting next. What is our topping choice?
Sausage.
I hate sausage.
I'm
Absolutely.
gonna
And I hate pepperoni, so
Well, yeah, but I think ham and pineapple is the perfect
Hawaiian
combination.
is the way to go.
You know, I'm not actually a big fan of fruit on my pizza. I just don't like the pineapple.
See, this is where the
This
debates always get fucked when it comes to the
Yeah.
toppings on
Yeah.
pizza. Even when you
Nobody. No.
What about ham and mushroom?
Mm.
I'd go sausage mushroom.
I can survive with ham and mushroom.
I don't
but-
like ham that much, but when it's with pineapple,
Okay,
then it's
okay.
perfectly
But
fine.
whenever I order pizza, I
Ham?
always go pepperoni and ham.
Ham, sausage, mushroom, onion, and green pepper. That's all you need.
What about pepperoni mushroom?
No,
Pepperoni
that sounds
mushroom.
disgusting.
Pepperoni
No.
mushroom is America's
You can't
number
go.
one
You
pizza.
can't go just pepperoni and mushroom. Like if you're gonna have mushrooms on there, you gotta have ham on there.
I mean,
I think ham and
when it
mushroom
comes
is
to it, I'll
better.
eat a pepperoni pizza, but it's not nearly my first choice.
No.
Or else I'll have, like, a
Pepperoni's always
pepperoni
too
sausage.
greasy for me.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's boring to me.
Yeah.
It's like
It
I
tastes
don't
like the
mind
same
when it's
thing.
like underneath the cheese, like they do at Steve's,
Yeah.
because then it's just there and you just bite in and it's perfectly fine. But when it's on top, then all of a sudden you get like a hot piece like falling on your lip and
Yeah.
shit.
oh yeah.
I
think
do
we've all-
like it underneath the cheese.
We've all
Or you
experienced
have
that
to make it
nightmare.
underneath the cheese. Like toppings on top of cheese doesn't make any sense.
No
It's
sense at all.
stupid. Because it'll just fall right off of your pizza.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
there's no
so
cheese to hold it there.
That's why I love Steve's sausage. Like if you get the Italian one, well, they have two different sausages there. They have like a chopped up one that goes
And
all
then
over
they
the
have
pizza.
just the sausage
the
balls.
sausage ball, and that's
like one on
perfect
each
for me
square.
because then you get all the cheese around it, and then when you're ready for it, just eat the sausage.
I just cannot stand sausage on pizza. I just lose my appetite completely for
Why?
growing up, like I had no choice at all, no say at all in what pizza we got to order. So we always would get sausage, and it was just
Is that
I just
why
got
you
so
only
sick of
order
it.
pepperoni pizzas now?
I don't. It's always pepperoni and ham.
Okay.
Because just pepperoni's not enough.
So is
all-
this
I
ham
like
or is this
ham.
Canadian bacon?
Canadian bacon.
But yeah, that's
What's the difference?
As if there
There's-
is
there's
a
a difference.
There's no difference.
There's a difference.
No, the guy that named
the
Canadian
cut.
bacon. Yeah,
It's
Canadian bacon.
it's much
It
better
was a
being Canadian
joke.
bacon.
It's ham.
No, because
What
it-
about
it is
chicken
more
and bacon?
thinly sliced than ham is.
I'm not a fan of chicken on pizza.
Me neither.
No.
Just because I've tasted like chicken barbecue pizza and I just wasn't a fan.
However, the one at Pizza Luce where it's banana peppers and chicken and
Yeah.
bacon, that one's
See,
really
I
good.
like chicken on pizza.
And
I
that one
like
has
a
barbecue
chicken
sauce for the
Alfredo or like a barbecue chicken.
Alfredo, that's too much sweetness for me in the Alfredo.
Has anybody ever had jalapenos on their pizzas?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say on for a perfect pizza I wouldn't say it would have that. Like if the sauce is already spicy enough.
Yeah.
But
Jalapeno is a good topping. choice.
every once
It
in a
is.
while it's good.
I think we're all gonna have to just have our own
No.
pizza. Because
No, we have to decide on one.
No, because the nice thing about pizza is you can just have in quarters.
if the place
Everybody
will
has
do
their
it
own
for
quarter.
you.
If the person will do it in quarters.
Which,
Well, it depends. Are you talking about a big chain restaurant or are you talking about a smaller place?
We're talking about the perfect pizza.
So then everybody can get quarters.
The guy at there's a guy at Emma's, and me and Hannah Danke were gonna order some Steve's, and then she really wanted Alfredo pizza, and I wanted just normal pizza, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, if you just tell them, they'll do it." I had no clue they'd do two different sauces on a pizza there.
What? Two different sauces?
that's just getting a little ridiculous.
A little bit.
What happens when they meet in the middle and merge? and
Probably
you
be
have
really
this-
good.
Yeah, that
this
actually sounds
saucy-
really interesting.
Because that's like the chicken parmesan at the Postmark Grill,
Yeah.
where I got the blush sauce. It's half Alfredo, half tomato, basil.
That would actually sound pretty interesting.
Huh.
Try
Yeah.
that.
That is actually that's.
We need to go do some research on this pizza, guys. Okay, so we don't have toppings. So we agreed on nothing.
So we
wait,
agree
wait,
on
wait.
cheese pizza.
How would everybody feel about extra cheese on it too?
Extra cheese is always a viable option in my opinion.
I disagree. If you have too much cheese, it covers up the rest of the pizza.
Which
and
is
you're
one of
just
the
eating
reasons
cheese.
why I do not like Luigi's Pizza, because they
put too much cheese.
on it. But it is really good sauce that they have on that pizza.
I
much.
disagree because sometimes, a lot of places they just don't put enough cheese on.
See, I'm the kind of guy that likes a little bit more sauce on my pizza.
I'll take a little bit more. Well, everything needs to be proportioned, and
Yeah.
I don't like too much cheese. Less is more with the cheese on the pizza, in my opinion. You need enough cheese to hold everything together,
Oh
and
my
that's
God, that
about
makes
it.
me think
Well, it
of the
depends on
big
how many-
New Yorker we
How
used
many
to get with
toppings you
extra
have
cheese.
on there too?
Whoa.
So
You
Yeah.
shouldn't have more than 2 or 3 toppings on your pizza ever.
the absolute limit is
Unless you're
6.
going with like the Elizabethan or the Greek pizza, where it's meant to be.
Yeah. Well, that's like if we're talking, cheese pizza,
Yeah.
you don't want any more than 2 or 3, because then you're
Yeah,
don't
like
taste
those,
the individual ingredients.
Yeah.
It just becomes
like those
mush.
meat liver pizzas. I sometimes think there's way too much meat on those
Yeah.
pizzas because you can't enjoy all of
Yeah.
it because there's just so much flavor.
I agree. There has to be meat and vegetables. For
I
me.
kind of want to try a roast beef pizza sometime. roast beef instead of pepperoni or ham.
Do you want mashed potatoes and gravy on that too?
No, but maybe as a side.
I want to dip my pizza crust in the mashed potatoes.
My au jus sauce.
You just want roast beef?
You know, roast beef does sound good right now.
Would you have it in like slices, like you would put on a sandwich, or are you talking like just?
I'm
cut
sure
up
I've seen an
chunks?
option of it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I've
I'm
seen
sure
on
it's
Domino's
out
or
there.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out there. Somebody's.
But
done it
I
before.
wouldn't order off Domino's because I don't like Domino's.
And their roast beef would be
Oh,
shitty.
I'm sure it'd be
so-
horrible.
Sorry, sponsors.
Who's our sponsor now?
Domino's.
Oh, that's right.
Sure they are.
That's right, Domino's. You sponsor every word we say on this program.
Yeah. Well, that
Please.
means we are the official word of Domino's.
That's right. And you know what we say? Fuck you, Pizza Hut.
Yeah, go for local. Local's better.
Okay.
Yeah, local pizza is always the
Yes.
option.
All right, so we're bypassing the topping discussion because we can't get
We're
around.
at a stalemate.
There's no winning. Nobody was going to win that argument.
No, everybody has their own personal preference.
Yeah.
For what
Oh, for
toppings.
sure, for sure. All right, what about the cheese?
Well, should we at least go around the table and say what our topping
Okay,
would
yeah.
be?
Give us your topping.
Mushroom sausage.
Ham, pepperoni.
Sausage, onion, and green pepper and ham.
It's a lot.
It's only 4.
Pineapple, Canadian bacon.
All right, so we can have a feast. We can each try each of our favorites.
So cheese. I would say freshly shredded mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
See, I like to do a blend of mozzarella and parm because then you get the.
Well,
best
you kind
both
of
worlds.
add the parmesan like at to touch it with.
I'd rather have it fresh and baked into the pizza than have to add it.
If you put it on top, like while the pizza's baking, like you put it in there, it gets so golden and crispy and delicious. The Parmesan does. It's worth putting it on beforehand.
Yeah, so that's my vote for the blending cheese.
I vote too.
Yeah,
That's what I vote for.
I think blending would be the best way to go because Parmesan is really, really like thick.
Well, it's a strong flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and mozzarella is really not. It's
Yeah.
you know.
What do you guys think about crushed red peppers? The dried crushed red pepper.
Not a fan.
That would have to be on like one of them delight pizzas at Papa Murphy's where it doesn't have any sauce. I think that'd be really good on those.
Yeah.
Like the sun-dried tomatoes. I think that'd be good.
I don't know. I like I don't like too much because like of course that covers up the taste of the rest of the pizza, but I do like just a light.
The only time I reach for those is if the sauce doesn't have
Oh,
any
you're
spice.
talking about the red pepper things.
The red
Yeah.
pepper
Flakes,
flakes.
yeah.
Flakes. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, there should always be an option. They should always be on the table if you're having
Yeah.
pizza.
Yes.
Should always be the
And you should never unseal them, fill them with ghost pepper flakes, and then reseal them, and then throw them back in the.
Or loosen them
pretty
up
horrible.
so
Never
then
do
the
that.
next person takes it and the top falls off.
That'd be sad.
I've never done that before.
That'd be
Nope.
a damn tragedy right there.
All right. Now, the most important part of the pizza. You sit down, you have the pizza. What are you drinking with it? Because I think the pairing of whatever you're drinking with the pizza is just as important as the pizza itself for the entire pizza experience.
I'm a Sprite water milk guy.
Sprite water or milk, huh?
Yep.
Carlos?
I would say water or not a light beer, but not a dark beer. Like
Yeah.
I'd be all right with like beer's fine, but you
I
don't
think-
want too strong. Of
I
a
think a
beer.
good pale ale, like
Yeah.
an SNPA or something like that, or even Summit EPA.
I usually don't like
perfect.
drinking beer with food because then the beer is filling me up while I'm trying to enjoy the food.
See, I usually eat less food if I'm drinking beer with it until I finish the beer and then I eat more food.
I would say not an IPA, but like just a regular
Yeah,
pale ale.
just a
would
pale
be,
ale.
I would go with the red wine maybe though.
Interesting.
I like red wine.
Eric?
Well, aside from the obvious being beer, I love pizza and Coca-Cola.
Yeah, like
I'll-
pizza in a pop is
If
so good.
if I'm eating like a pizza, dude, I probably could drink like a 2-liter of Coke. No
and
problem.
probably the only reason it's that way is because when we were growing up, we had pizza and pop all the time.
Yeah, right. That was like the one time my parents let like me and my brother have soda when we were younger. Is when we ordered pizza, and they would always like get us some
So
soda.
it's endorphins being
Yeah.
released
Yeah.
whenever you get that.
It's nostalgia. Nostalgia coloring the palate.
I don't know. I don't really drink soda as often anymore, so I just don't jump
Yeah.
to mixing pizza and soda.
Yeah, I don't either. Like for me, soda's become so sweet. It's like syrup. I can't.
Now I want a Coke.
You want a cola?
I want a Cola.
That's why pizza and milk is really good too.
Yeah, pizza and milk is a good combination. I agree too.
I don't know if I could do that.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, you try it.
Well,
It's
I
good.
don't drink milk.
Oh,
I prefer water. Like I wouldn't want
Milk
in
seems
pizza.
like it would be too heavy.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're drinking skim milk, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but who drinks skim milk?
I do.
I do.
Ladies.
It's because that's all I've
There's
grown
two
up with
things
at my
I
house.
I like
Liars and skim milk, and that's because skim milk.
And going to Japan
Yes.
and drinking like
Lying about
4%
being
milk
milk.
all the time, that's good.
4% milk?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's insane.
That's
It's-
just like a step below whole milk, isn't it?
No, whole milk isn't that 3% or something?
I don't know.
Whole milk is 100%. That's
Yeah,
why
it's
whole.
100% milk.
Oh, well, not whole milk then.
It
Well,
refers to the fat content of the
Yeah.
milk.
Whole milk. There was a dairy around here that used to make chocolate milk with whole milk, and it was the creamiest chocolate milk
yeah.
you've ever had.
So
They
good.
would sell it by the gallon, and then I dropped a gallon of it on the floor, and it stained the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
That
wow.
was entertaining. That was a good anecdote. I figured
Yeah.
I'd share.
That was a very good anecdote.
All right, so to wrap up our pizza discussion here, just kind of do a. So we decided with a hand tossed crust
Hand tossed.
with a slightly spicy, balanced with the sweetness sauce, marinara sauce,
Marinara.
with
Yeah, whole milk is only 3.25% milk.
Well, then, so they're adding fat to the milk.
No, like that's the whole milk just is 3%.
Well, you
Then
know
it
what?
goes down from there.
Well, you
Like-
know, all milk needs is just chop up some lard up and just toss
There
it
you
in
go.
there. So
But yeah, that
Just add butter to
Yeah,
milk.
I was
if
gonna say stick
if
butter
whole
in
milk
there.
was actually that's like going for creamer and shit.
Yeah.
Nobody drinks that really.
Nobody does.
Whole
half
milk.
and
Whole
half.
milk is 3%.
Whole milk is for babies. That's about it. Babies drink whole milk.
And
Actually-
fat people.
whole milk
Yeah,
and some
fat people.
Chex. That's
Yeah,
just
whole
perfect.
whole milk and like actual cereal is it's
Yeah.
really good.
Well, it depends on the cereal, really.
Yeah, that's true. I like Honey Bunches of Oats.
I like Honey Bunches of Oats with peaches.
You know, regular usually Chex doesn't have much
I don't like cereal.
a whole lot of flavor.
Loser.
Who
But
doesn't-
if you have
he doesn't like milk, so
cereal?
who's
but
this
if you have
goofball
Chex
over
and
here?
whole milk though,
What's
that's
wrong
just the
with them?
perfect combination.
I don't know. I get all my nutrients from bear.
Just eat some cereal and water, you
I
douche.
take all my grain intake is from beer. I don't need cereal grains. I
Right.
have beer grains.
You're just jealous that mine makes me feel better. All right, so we have a hand tossed pizza with the sauce that's cut into quadrants, so we can all have our own toppings on it, and it has a blend of mozzarella and parm on it, and we are pairing it with milk, soda, and beer.
I'm gonna
And
say,
water.
ideally, if it's like cut into squares, everybody should really have their own pizza,
Why?
so that everybody has just the perfect amount of crust for themselves.
But they do. It's a quadrant.
Yeah, but that's not a whole lot of crust.
How much crust do you need, Carlos?
The whole pizza, like just the whole. edge of-
If it's cut into
All right,
squares
well,
or triangles, we all
I
get
don't
our own.
Like
our
I don't know,
own
like
amount
this
of
pizza would
crust.
have to be
Yeah.
pretty. This pizza would have to be pretty large
it's
for me
in-
to eat my share of the pizza.
It's in quarters, right?
Yeah,
So everybody gets their own amount of crust. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
but
like
that's
we're
not-
getting
that's
less.
Okay,
not very
well,
much
first of
pizza.
all, Carlos has two problems with this. So
not enough pizza.
there's not enough pizza, apparently. It's a quarter of a pizza.
Yeah, a quarter of a pizza.
Well, we weren't talking about amount of pizza. We were just talking about our favorite pizzas.
yeah, I know. And then
So
like,
now we're putting it into one pizza, so we can all eat one pizza
Yeah.
together. It's not talking about quantities, Carlos. So
Well, yeah,
settle
but
down.
see, Carlos is pissed because he wants, no matter how much pizza there is, he wants more of it.
We didn't even discuss the size of this pizza,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I mean it's irrelevant.
So shut up, Carlos. Go ahead, Casey.
Your complaints are stupid.
Invalid.
All right, what other problems do you have with this, Carlos? Besides your crust issue and your
no, it's
size
just
issue.
about size.
Well, I
Really.
hate
As long as I have
sharing.
enough pizza.
It's just always with size with you, isn't it? Always about size.
I can't eat as much pizza as I used to. I used to eat like one of the largest pizzas you could get. I could eat the whole thing. Now I eat like 3/4 of it, and I can't eat anything else for the rest of the day.
But you can still eat 20 buffalo wings.
That's different. That's chicken. That's just
I agree.
also only 20, please.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, 40 buffalo wings.
No, he eats 35 and then he comes downstairs and offers me the last 5.
No, that's no, I toss the rest in the fridge, and then I eat the rest for breakfast the next day.
Oh, with half a pizza, right?
Damn it! Now I want buffalo wings.
No, not with.
We're
Half
talking about buffalo wings. We're talking about pizza.
I want pizza and buffalo wings.
You can't have both.
Yeah, you can.
Shit.
I haven't had both.
Wait a second. Why doesn't B-Dubs do pizza as well? You'd think that would be like the natural extension.
Because it's
They
beer,
went- they
wings,
went-
sports.
Yeah, but they did burgers.
No, actually, they're doing tacos next. That the company that owns Buffalo Wild Wings just bought some like street side taco type business, and that's what they're gonna do next.
Well, they already
It's
have
like
their
tacos.
little tacos.
No, like it's gonna be like they have like 20 different tacos at one time. So it actually looks really good.
Hmm.
That's
I don't know.
That's
I'm
the
torn.
Next extension
I
for
love
Buffalo Wild Wings.
tacos, but I'm not the biggest fan of Buffalo Wild Wings surface.
Yeah.
We went to Green Mill last night. Took us 30 minutes to get our food after we ordered.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I know.
That
I was
place
like,
sucks.
Was it busy?
No,
Even worse.
I know.
I don't like going to chain restaurants anyway. so.
I don't either, but my grandma wanted to go. So
Oh,
we
okay.
went.
Green Mill is a chain,
You used to love going
Oh, I
to
thought
chain
you-
restaurants.
I used to, yeah.
I thought you were going to have to go to.
and then he developed taste.
I thought you had to go to B-Dubs instead of a.
We
Green
had
Mill.
the longest arguments ever about that stuff.
We did. We did. I am man enough to admit that you were wrong at the time.
Fine.
Yes, things have changed. I drink beer now instead of liquor, too. That's different as well.
That's true. Oh, peppermint schnapps.
Oh, peppermint schnapps.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of alcohol, Renfest is next weekend.
Renfest is next weekend, and I'm actually going to talk about that. So why don't we go
Okay.
ahead and start this up here? We are off next week because we're going to be gallivanting around at Renaissance Festival, drinking all the beer and yelling at people. So
If any of you people out there are going to be at the Renfest, send us a message on
send
Facebook.
us a message and we'll meet up with you.
Yeah, we'd love to meet you.
And you can buy us a beer. It'll be great.
Probably specify that the Minnesota.
The Minnesota Renaissance
yes,
Festival.
yes, that's true.
That'd be fun if somebody went to like a Renaissance festival in like California and was trying to find us.
Except
Like, haha.
there
Oh,
probably
okay.
aren't a lot going around at the same time.
Yeah, a lot. Well,
Because aren't pukin's not like a staple to almost all of them?
no. Well, yes, but they have.
And the
They
Tortuga
have,
twins.
No, but they have different. I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit, and you might want to sit down for this.
Oh no!
There's other performers being puke and snot
But we
around
have
the
we have
the original.
Okay, that's good. As long as we got original.
We have the original puke, and we had the original snot until he
Yeah.
passed away a few years ago.
What do you die
That's
of?
sad.
Eating too many boogers?
He had a coronary, I believe.
Oh, that sucks. I'm eating boogers.
Oh, I wonder what their routine's going to be this year. I'm excited.
Probably the
It'll be
same
fun.
thing as every year.
No, it's different.
It's different every year.
It's the same every year.
It's different.
They just use an old routine and put it back in.
No,
there.
they
don't-
take two different old routines and just mix up the old routine a little bit. That's
Yeah,
what they do
it's
every
perfectly
year.
fine.
And that makes it different.
It's perfectly fine.
I hate not enough pizza, and I hate Renaissance festivals, and I hate puke and snot.
That's right. Carlos isn't going, so maybe we'll have him do a show on his own.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Eric, are you going or no?
I don't know if I work. I probably work.
Okay.
No. I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next week. Yeah, I'm
Are
going.
we still trying to figure out who's driving?
We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Is Jen coming?
We'll figure it out. Don't worry. That's
No,
not.
damn it.
That's not stuff we need to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Fine. I believe so.
Okay, cool.
At least last time I talked to Pete, I think he said maybe.
All right,
So I don't know what that means.
sounds good.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Carlos,
Lost your spot.
if people want to support us, how can they do that?
People want to support us?
Yeah, if they really like this show and the things that we do and the pizzas that we talk about, how can they support us?
So if they really want to
Pizza.
support us, they could like us on Facebook.
Yep.
They could also go to our website, which is blindninjastudios.com, right?
Yep.
I'm right. I knew that. And we have this thing called Patreon that we are a part of.
And what is Patreon?
Yeah, what's Patreon?
Well, you can subscribe for as little as like $1 a month to help support our cause, which is to put more programs out there for you to listen to with your ear holes.
But
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 I don't know.
no, there's no but about it. Like, as little as $1 a month, you can
I was-
support us.
I was waiting for some kind of catch.
There's
Is
no,
there no catch?
there's There's no catch.
There's no cash.
Wow.
There's no cash.
How else can people support us?
Well, oh, I'm sorry. There's Amazon affiliate. I was trying to think what is the other thing, but yeah, Amazon affiliate links, where you just follow the Amazon link on our homepage and just buy stuff like usual on Amazon. I buy stuff all the time off Amazon.
Cool.
And we just get a small, we'll get like a small percentage of what you spend. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it just is a little extra for us.
And if you really want to make Carlos's day, go to the Domino's website and order us pizza.
No,
Yeah.
that'd be the worst day ever.
And get buffalo wings slathered in that habanero mango sauce that they have.
Yeah.
Why would you want any Domino's stuff?
And make sure you send him pepperoni and mushroom pizzas
Yes.
Only. And a small one at that.
with no crust.
No crust.
Ask for the crust to be cut off.
I'm no longer your guys' friend.
All right, well, if you have any feedback on this episode or any of our other shows, go ahead and send us an email at feedback@blindnewsstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindnewsstudios. You can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And I'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Well, I won't see you guys next week. I'll see you guys the week after, but that's my sign-off phrase.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.